If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it. Don't focus on the odds, focus on what gives you and your life some meaning. Odds are meant to be defied. Going from PayPal, I thought, well, what are some of the other problems that are likely to most affect the future of humanity? Not from the perspective, what's the best way to make money? When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. Now I am. I wouldn't say I have a lack of fear. In fact, I'd like my fear emotion to be less, because it's very distracting and fries my nervous system. I think most of the important stuff on the internet has been built. There will be continued innovation, for sure, but the great problems of the internet have essentially been solved. My motivation for all my companies has been to be involved in something that I thought would have a significant impact on the world. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be better. I'm interested in things that change the world or that affect the future in wondrous, new technology where you see it, and you're like, wow, how did that even happen? How is that possible? Don't delude yourself into thinking something's working when it's not, or you're gonna get fixated on a bad solution. You have to be pretty driven to make it happen. Otherwise, you will just make yourself miserable. I always have optimism, but I'm realistic. It was not with the expectation of great success that I started Tesla or SpaceX, it's just that I thought they were important enough to do anyway. For me it was never about money, but solving problems for the future of humanity. Really pay attention to negative feedback and solicit it, particularly from friends. Hardly anyone does that, and it's incredibly helpful. You want to be extra rigorous about making the best possible thing you can. Find everything that's wrong with it and fix it. Seek negative feedback, particularly from friends. If something has to be designed and invented, and you have to figure out how to ensure that the value of the thing you create is greater than the cost of the inputs, then that is probably my core skill. Being an entrepreneur is like eating glass and staring into the abyss of death. Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in 80 to 100-hour weeks every week. This improves the odds of success. If other people are putting in 40-hour work weeks, and you're putting in 100-hour work weeks, then even if you're doing the same thing, you know that you will achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve. When somebody has a breakthrough innovation, it is rarely one little thing. Very rarely is it one little thing. It's usually a WHF things that collectively amount to a huge innovation. What makes innovative thinking happen? I think it's really a mindset. You have to decide. Also in 2017, it was reported that Musk was backing a company called Neuralink, which aims to develop devices that will be embedded in the human brain and help humans merge with software. In late November 2017, after Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel called for proposals to build and operate a high-speed rail line that would carry passengers from O'Hare Airport to downtown Chicago in less than 20 minutes. Musk said he would go all in on the competition. I tweeted that I did. With a boring company. In the summer of 2018, Musk announced that he would fund an estimated $1 billion needed to build a 17-mile tunnel from the airport to downtown Chicago. However, in late 2019, he tweeted that his TBC would focus on completing a commercial tunnel in Las Vegas before moving on to other projects, suggesting that Chicago plans for the foreseeable future would remain up in the air.